Good evening. For those of you that may not know me, my name is Imelda, and I am one of Nacho's many grandchildren. Many of you are here to honor a man that you knew as a friend, a peer, or maybe even a neighbor. But to us grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and his children, Francisco Ignacio Olivas was known simply as Apa, Pa, Papi, Grandpa. It is an honor to be here before you, in order to have the opportunity to give my family words of peace and encouragement. And it is a pleasure to share with you our stories of this extraordinary man. It is daunting to do justice to a life that spanned 88 years. Do I know enough about Grandpa Nacho's life? Probably not. I can't tell you what he was like as a young man. I don't know much about his childhood. What I can share with you are some of the wonderful memories I will forever cherish. Grandpa had a ranch in Cusihuarachi. He loved to talk to us about his animals, how he fed them, played with them, loved to share how he would feed his cows especially. He always mentioned his special treasure he had buried, his map, and how we could find it together and split the money. He would get so excited about it and so into it, he literally made you want to go and find the cash he talked about hiding. Growing up, Grandpa took pride in gardening his own fruits and veggies, along with raising his chickens. He always had his backyard looking like a little ranch. I remember admiring how he would build the cages for all of his animals with wires and wood, a hammer, and nails. He took pride in doing this as he was doing it to provide for his family. My grandfather was always full of joy, laughter, love, such a positive soul. Growing up, Grandpa cooked carnitas and chicharrones. He knew how much I loved his chicharrones and would always sneak me a bag full of them to hide in my room. I hid them under my bed in a box, so my mom found my stash. A few years ago, Grandpa was taken in by my wonderful, handsome Uncle Joe and his lovely family, Auntie Cindy, Samantha, Andrew, and Jacob. They truly are the definition of family. I am grateful for all that they did for Grandpa. Grandpa wasn't always sick with cancer. He started off with diabetes, Alzheimer's, dementia. Then one day he got sick. Uncle Joe took him to the hospital where he was diagnosed with pneumonia. The doctors thought he wasn't going to make it. Grandpa was a very strong man. He pulled through, but was later diagnosed with liver cancer. Because Grandpa had diabetes and other conditions, the doctors thought if they started him on chemo, it would kill him faster. My uncle and family did not want that. They then gave Grandpa 4 to 6 months of life left. He was put on hospice in my Uncle Joe's care. I remember the conversations with my mom and uncle about how Grandpa was not going to be left alone. I truly admire them as his children for doing all they can do for him. Day in and day out, they were there, dedicated to their father. It wasn't easy. Grandpa outlived hospice. He was that strong. They took him off hospice because 12 months were up, and that's all they give you. Grandpa always pulled through. I was sure he'd make it out of this last visit to the hospital, but he didn't. I spent as much time as I could with him. Although I feel I could have done more and been there more, I have a lot of memories with him that make me smile. My grandpa never cried about being in pain. He cried about being alone. He never wanted to be left alone. The look on his face when I would walk in the door to his room was priceless. He always got so happy to see people visiting him. All he wanted was people to visit him. He never held any grudges, never held any anger, and I know if he could see you all here, he'd cry of happiness because now you're all together. Even though it's to remember him, I know he's smiling down and saying, "Cabrones, ahora sí están conmigo." Albert Einstein once said, "Our death is not an end if we can live on in our children and the younger generation, for they are us. Our bodies are only wilted leaves on the tree of life." To my cousins, sibling, to my parents, my aunts, my uncles, you have only to look around you right now. Look at what Grandpa gave you. This beautiful family is his legacy. And you, every one of you, are part of it. How did we all get so lucky? Let us celebrate Grandpa's life and continue his legacy. Thank you, Grandpa. I love you, and I will miss you so much. Viva Chihuahua, cabrones.
Cabrones, ¿por qué no vinieron a visitarme, cabrones?
Happy birthday to you. Get closer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday.
Porque nos lo llevamos sabiendo. ¿Sí?
Vámonos, pues. Yo no podía estar sin ti. ¿Y por qué te quiero mucho?
¿La qué?
La más bonita del mundo.
¿Quién?
Ella.
¿Casey?
Sí. Ya nos vamos a ir a la casa, hija.
Y seguiré esperándote con la pomada.
Diles hi.
Préstamela. Ay, ¿qué están haciendo mis hijos? Vénganse a comer menudo. Estamos comiendo menudo, vénganse.
Un beso.
¿Oíste? Pronto. Ay, cómo los quiero.
¿Quieres soda?
Sí. Me encanta la sopa. Me encanta McDonald's, chingada madre. McDonald's es mi favorita, cabrón. Sí.
Voy a ir a aventar chingazos. ¿Vamos a ir a aventar chingazos conmigo? Vamos, sí. ¿A cuánto se va a madrear usted? Dígame. ¿A cuánto se madrea?
Empezando lo nuevo con los dos primeros.
Es lo que yo digo. Aquí estamos. Usted me da esquina, yo le doy esquina. Es todo. Dígales puro 4 flats.
Puro 4 flat, cabrones.
¿Te gustan Sour Patches? ¿Te gustan? ¿Quieres más?
¿Cómo se llama?
Sour Patch. Sour Patch.
No, fácil.
¿Patches?
Ajá.
¿Quieres?
¡Viva Chihuahua, cabrones!
Mal recio.
¡Viva Chihuahua, cabrones!
Dile 88 cabrones. Diga 88 cabrones. Me importa madre que tú ya no me quieras. Más feliz yo vivo sin tu amor. Ay.
Otra vez.
Ay.
Me importa madre que no me quieras. ¿Y qué más?
Me importa madre que no me quiera, otra me quiere. Amén.
Amén.